Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will be discussing on how to make new orders in BhojanByte. For that, we need four basic configurations. One is menu config that we have done in the last tutorial. Second one is layout config where we configure the layout of different tables that are part of the restaurant, how they are placed and the numbering for the tables. And the third part is the taxes settings, whether we need taxes or we don't need taxes. Fourth one is printer options. These are the four different configurations that we have to make before we start ordering something. Let's go through the layout config. In layout config, we can add a floor, and for each floor, we can add multiple rows, and for each row, we can have multiple tables. These are different options that we have. Let's add a floor here and add row for that floor. We can have multiple entries of it. Floor row 2, row 3. Now three rows are created. For each row we have to add tables. Let's add tables. And one thing here is table numbers should be unique, but our system does allow duplicates. Don't worry if you make a mistake. You can easily fix it by rearranging. Let's add more tables. Now I created multiple tables. Let's create two tables with same number, 4. If you see, two tables got created with the same number, which is not expected. So if we just press rearrange, it would rearrange the same thing. Let's suppose this is a basic layout config that we have as part of our restaurant. We leave it here. Let's go to settings and to printer options. Here usually the moment we have a printer added, that gets shown up here. Once we have our printer shown here, we just click it and save it so that the printer data is added. As printer is not connected to my system, I'm not able to show it. In future, I will be doing one tutorial on how to add print. Now let's move to taxes. We can add different taxes such as CGST. We can add it as a percentage field or a fixed price. Let's add a percentage 5%. Let's suppose if the restaurant has its own service tax, you can add it as well. Let's say 2%. Now let's move on to the new order screen. When you create a new order, you select a table and submit it. This creates a new order where two things are displayed separated by a underscore, token number and table number. If you need to quickly access the order for a particular table, you can simply check based on the table number and click. For example, if you want to add items to the order, you can do so by selecting them from the menu. Let's add masala dosa and idli and juices, orange juice. If you look at the settings, we have selected the option for pricing to include taxes. This means the prices defined in the menu already have taxes included. For instance, the actual price defined for masala dosa is 80 rupees, but you will see price 74.5 rupees in the order because the remaining amount accounts for the taxes. This works well for users who include taxes in the price listed on the menu. However, some users might prefer to add taxes separately from the menu price. Now let's look at an example where taxes are excluded from the price. When taxes are not included in the price, the system will add them on top of the base price. So, if the price of a masala dosa is 80 rupees, the total amount will include the base price plus any applicable taxes such as CGST 5% and other service taxes. Once all the orders are completed for a particular table, you can close the order. After configuring the printer, the receipt will be printed automatically. You can also configure the receipt to display the restaurant's information such as the address and contact details along with the order summary. Let's update the settings by unchecking each price inclusive of taxes so that when we add a new order, these changes should get reflected. When taxes are not included in the price, the system will add them on top of the base price. So, if the price of masala dosa is 80 rupees, the total amount will include this base price plus any applicable taxes. Let's try another example by selecting a new order for table 2. You'd notice that this time the price shows 80 rupees, which is the base price with the taxes added separately. If we wish to delete the order without completing it, you can do so. Once the order is complete, you can close it by selecting the close order option. Create an order without selecting a table, it will be marked as a takeaway order, indicated by a zero under the table name number. The process is the same. You can add multiple items, close the order when it is done, and it will be removed from the active order list. In this tutorial, we have covered how to configure taxes for our restaurant, how to create and manage orders, and how to set up our layout to include relevant details. We also discussed how to handle orders with and without tables, as well as with and without taxes, and how to close and print orders. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.